Well, hello. How is everybody today? This is Tuesday. Thank you guys again for joining. My name is Brett with Anvil Music and Media. Appreciate you guys always for the support. Today, we're just beginning another week and we're going to get right into it. And guys, I've been kind of under the weather the past few days. So if you hear stuffiness or my, my voice is kind of out of it. I'm trying to get it back. That's what it is. But I'm here anyway. We're gonna move right through it. I just promised you guys that I would give you pretty much me, who I am, unfiltered. If I cough, sneeze, whatever, uh, that is what it is. I'm here, and we're live. So it's good to be here. I'm here to talk about a few things this week. Of course, we come on live weekly every Tuesday and Friday. So uh, please be sure to join us on those times, Tuesday and Friday, around this time, 6:30, 6:40 Eastern time. And let me know as you're coming in. Let me know in the comments where you are watching from. Again, I apologize for my voice, but I appreciate you guys for joining. Looks like we have somebody in here. Hey, what's going on? Preem plays. Yes. Where am I from? Yeah, I live in the eastern part of the U.S. So thank you for joining today. And yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. I've sort of um, these past few years, or past few years, these past few weeks, and it feels like years. These past few years, weeks, you get that right. I've really been talking about all the possibilities of um, Apple Intelligence and AI and how that sort of is going to affect where we go and where we are. I was reading an article about the there are a few companies that are actually coming. These startup companies, capital venture companies that are um, being headed by um, like 21-year-olds and their AI companies that are coming out um, straight out of MIT. And so there's a lot of competition. Of course, we know we have Apple, we have Google, Meta, Gronk, which is Twitter's form of generative AI, and just a bunch of competition right now is what we're looking at. Let's see. Soldier of God said, "God is great. Have a great." Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Have a great. I will. I will. Uh, but yeah, just the AI space is just sort of like exploded, right? We're the tech industry is going to be affected for years and years to come, and um, we're now, heading into the space where in a few years, um, you will, wherever you work, you will have absolutely have assistance through the AI space. You will have AI interns that you'll be sort of leading and guiding. So, sort of excited about that. There's a few. There are a few videos that I have coming out that are pretty much a few a few videos that I have coming out talking about this, and there's one video in particular that I'm looking at uh, releasing. It's and it talks about Google's and Google's AI and Apple's AI in the race between Google and Apple, and how these big companies are really at a disadvantage, right? They're sort of at a disadvantage because both Google and Apple are such. I mean, there's such big companies to the point where trying to get their these new programs, new AI programs out the gate is going to take almost forever, 12 to 18 months anytime you get a new product out. Because if you talk about a company like, for example, let's just say Apple, because this is sort of an Apple channel. Apple's company, if you can imagine a huge cruise ship for a minute, a cruise ship trying to turn that cruise ship. The cruise ship is massive in size. It's just so big. So you're trying to turn it. You can only turn it, but so much and so fast. There are no sharp turns. Nothing abrupt. So it's the same parallel with such a big company and trying to shift it into another space. It's just a lot of it would take a lot. So I'm sort of believing that there's going to be a new company that's going to sort of hit the horizon and really take off. We just got to kind of look out for that. So, but yeah, needless to say, we're here. Of course, we got in the news, we've got tariffs coming on. First, before I even get to that, I believe today is either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. What's today's date? Today's the 22nd. So this is Earth Week, Earth Day or Earth Week. Earth Day was yesterday. And the reason why I'm announcing that is Apple has a special. And I'm gonna look that up now. Earth Day. Apple has basically a special. Let me see here. To where they are, you can get rewarded for recycling your Apple products. So basically, from now till May 16th, Apple is offering a 10% off eligible accessories when you bring an old device in to recycle to a participating Apple store. I mean, 10% is not like a lot. It's not a whole lot, right? But you'll need to make a purchase the same time as you recycle the device. It has to be in store. Online purchases don't count. So for all of you people that are like, um, all of you, everybody who's like always asked like, does Apple give discounts? Can you get a discount? I mean, no. And this is probably the only discount that you'll be able to have. So anyway, let me know in the comments where you guys are watching from. I see you guys coming in. There's a few comments, a few people talking. Yeah, so Earth Day, turn in your device, get 10% off. I thought it was more than that. It's just 10% off. That's less than an employee discount probably. Even though like employees don't get discounts, right? I'm sure Apple employees don't ever get discounts. Like you guys, let me know if you work for Apple. Let me know if you actually get a discount. So it lists here the devices that actually qualify, those devices and accessories that qualify. It says to get the discount, you can recycle a range of older Apple and third-party gear. So does third-party gear mean not Apple? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, the devices and accessories that qualify are AirPods, iPhones, iPads, Apple TV units, HomePods, keyboards, mice, printers, smartwatches, laptops, desktops. So it's actually a bunch of computers. So maybe it's a thing to try to get you in the store to buy and purchase. I'm not mad at that. So in exchange, you get 10% off of specific items. So these items are Apple Watch bands, AirPods, Apple TV 4K, HomePod Mini, Apple Pencil, the Magic Keyboard and trackpad, iPhone and iPad cases, adapters, chargers, and cables. So that's something if you're already going to purchase, it's better off that you bring something old in and get the discount, right? Let's see, Harish. Hey, how's it going? From India. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you Appreciate you guys for tuning in. My apologies. My voice is shot. Just getting over a cold, but like I said, you guys have who I am, and doesn't matter, how I feel. Pretty much, I'm still here, still excited, still good to be in this community. This is all about consistency, man. That's what I found out in life. Like in life, you got to push through. Like you're not gonna feel 100% all the time. You're not gonna feel great, But if this is something that I've sort of like made a honor, a sort of like honor to myself to be consistent on this platform. And oh, Harris, man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Uh, that makes me feel that makes me feel good, man. I don't know. Sometimes it's like, oh man, how am I sounding like, you know, with whatever I'm getting over. But appreciate your support. Uh that 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 definitely keeps me going. You guys keep me going. So I'm very appreciative of that. So but yeah, man. So we're just kind of chatting it up, and I appreciate all the comments. Um, there's so many things that are like sort of shaping our world today, and you know, the AI space is just like it's been um, it's been a great run. It's been a great time. Like it's such a great time to sort of be alive and to see how um, we can come up with such amazing technologies and humans, and we're sort of headed into a realm to where like we're going to be able to and I really believe we're going to be able to just live in a space where we are sort of governing these technologies, and they're allowing us to get our time back and get our lives back. If you can imagine for a moment, like a world in which we live, in which the technology and these computer technologies, whether it be in the manufacturing space, whether it be in the car industry, all of these different industries are really going to be coming together to sort of help us and propel us into just a life that we can like sort of live and not necessarily be working, but these machines will be sort of doing the work. There will be and I'm not saying there won't be a 9 to 5, and I'm not necessarily saying that per se, but in terms of technologies and where we're going, um, you have to sort of imagine a world where robots and humanoids will be the workers of the future, and they will be able to outwork us, 40 hours a week. There's no breaks when you're a computer. You're working like you don't computers don't need to break. They don't need to sort of have. So there are sort of these forces in technology that are going to really show up and really propel us into our future. Let's see. What kind of job? What kind of job do I work? So actually I work in the concrete industry right now, and I'm in content creation as well. But yeah, so with that, I actually have here with me a book that I it's going to be my first recommendation. In this book's actually it's a very good book. It is called The Inevitable. So I picked this book up probably maybe 2 3 years ago. This book's like 10 years old, but it's still relevant today. The Inevitable, and it's understanding the 12 technological forces that will shape our future. So I don't know if you guys can see that book. Um, Highly recommend it. It's by Kevin Kelly, and so it's The Inevitable, and it just talks about these 12 forces. Some of the forces are accessing, um, screening, questioning, tracking, interacting, and all of these forces are verbs, right? In the book, it talks about how, you know, typically when you start out with a product, you start out with a noun, a person. Well, not a person. I guess it could be a person, but a place, thing, place or thing, a noun that eventually the technology gets to the source of the product, and it turns it into a verb, like a computer, you know, turns into the internet, which turns into surfing or AI. So like all of these forces are sort of um, instead of being, they're doing. It's actual verbs. They're actually in the action of. So it's very very interesting, and it talks about the of course how the economy is affected by technology, but not just that. It's also pretty much references how the digital space is like a shared space. Um, we are basically on an internet with watching. If we look up something, if we watch something, we're watching copies of copies of copies of copies. So, and the digital space, it's like digital, almost like a digital social economy. You know, almost call it like digital socialism. So, um, I would recommend definitely. I would recommend this book. Um, it's like 10 years old, but it's still. And first, when I first started reading it, um, I was like sort of skeptical because a lot of technology books, like, you know, they date themselves, and I really haven't seen this one date itself that much. I mean, you got to be careful when you write books like that because, you know, 10 years ago, or yeah, 10 years ago, well, let's go back 20 years ago, Twitter or Facebook, or well, Facebook existed, but Twitter or YouTube didn't necessarily exist, right? It might have been just starting. But the point is, with technology, sometimes these books outdate themselves, and you're like, okay, this is sort of dated. Like, why are we talking about flip phones? You know what I mean? Like, but this book right here, it's a good, solid read. So I think I want to do that, man. I want to maybe have a section to where when somebody says Mr. Anderson, it is inevitable. Is that a Matrix reference? Appreciate the Matrix reference. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start actually recommending some books that I've read and that I'm reading. I try not to get I try not I try to get try not to get ahead of myself. But yeah, that's where we're heading in this space, like, of technology. Like, I know a lot of companies are in the future. We're going to have companies to where instead of companies owning, or not owning, instead of companies having, because you don't own a person, instead of companies having employees, they're going to now have software. They're going to own software that's going to sort of do the workings, the everyday workings of the jobs that are needs to be done for that company. So, you know, just a recommendation here. Um, you can get that book, The Inevitable, by Kevin Kelly. So, all right. In other news, let's see. We've got tariffs. I mean, of course, you know, tariffs are something that we've been talking about for the past few weeks. I've done a couple videos on it already. Apparently, Apple is still not safe from tariffs. When the whole tariff thing came out, it looks like there were some talks about Apple sort of being able to bypass the tariffs, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. I've talked to some companies and been in talks with a few companies that have sort of been holding their IPO going public just because the tariffs are so crazy. Like, it's probably not the best time to go public as a company, because the economy is in the pits. Like, it's now. Let me just preface that by saying, when you're watching videos and you're watching all of these, or you're reading, um, these articles, you got to be careful that you don't get into the mud of sort of the the sensationalism of, oh my goodness, is the stock market is going to crash, it's going to be so bad, right? Like, oh, we're just headed for a recession. All of these things are sort of like clickbait. Like, it's all clickbait. And what you don't want to do is, you don't want to, if you're in the stock market, you don't want to trade according to clickbait information. um, but anyway, the reality is the tariffs have been implemented, and our president has excluded certain forms of tech from tariffs. Apple still actually could suffer from them. So, and of course, China has threatened to retaliate against companies that cooperate with the U.S. So, I mean, this is a pissing match. Like, really, like, I mean, between China and the U.S. Like, it's just a I don't know. It's a back and forth, and it's really crazy. It's amazing to me how uh, there are companies and tech companies in both the U.S. and China, and it seems like to me that the U.S. has some of the most innovative companies, but China also, it's like the U.S. If there's a product that comes out, kind of China sort of comes out with a better product. Like, they come out and they make the product better. So, like, these tariffs have really affected how we're going to see technology go forward in the prices. Right now, one of the main companies that can be affected and will be affected is Apple. So we're watching for the prices of the iPhone, and we have an iPhone 17 that's coming out in September. So watch out for that. These prices could actually skyrocket if the tariffs don't change. The possibility of a $3,000 iPhone is it's up in the air, and Apple could still suffer from this. So it's tough to know what's going to happen right now, but China's threats only make it worse. And so this trade war is sort of raging on, and we have no idea who will come out on top. All we know that is the first casualty, and of course, the only casualty, the first casualty is the customer. The customer gets the brunt of the prices and these high prices. So we gotta kind of sort of watch out for that. But yeah, I think we have a lot of things to look forward to. Somebody says, Benjamin says, "Am I British?" No, I'm not British. I'm American. But thanks for joining in. Um, not sure how you got that, but yeah, I'm American. Uh, my voice sort of sucks today because I'm just getting over something. I've said that too many times. But anyway, um, so yeah, appreciate you joining. Hello, and thanks for watching. Um, but yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I've I have a YouTube video that's going to be released on Friday. We're going to talk about the iPhone 17. We've got some rumors with the iPhone 17, so stay tuned for that video. It's coming out this Friday, and I'm sort of excited about this one because I kind of really we break down into some rumors about the iPhone. I'm not sure if I'm excited about the fact of the event. So Apple normally holds an event coming up in the fall, right around Labor Day, the Apple event, and that's when they sort of roll out all the new programs, uh, or all the new softwares and all the new if it's a MacBook, iMac, iPads, all their new products. They roll it out around that time. And I don't know. I usually get more excited about the anticipation of the rumors of what's going on. But another thing is Apple also they are releasing iOS 18.4. So I believe you can download that now. So be on the lookout for that update. Still looking for Siri updates. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but hey, we're just here waiting. Clay RLYT. Hey, thanks for Hey John, what's going on, John? Thank you guys for joining, man. I appreciate you watching. Um, those of you who have joined today, please don't forget, man, subscribe to the channel if you get a chance. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Like the video. I appreciate you guys for your comments. And yeah, this is sort of a channel where we're sort of talking tech, and of course we're really heavy into the AI space of what's going on, what's happening. AI is sort of shaping and framing our world, right? To this sort of utopian space. Hopefully not dystopian. We'd rather have a utopian space to where humans can get back to living and get back to really, just get back to life, right? Have the robots and the humanoids do all the work so that we can have all the fun. Clay RLYT says, God bless you. Thank you, man. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate you your support. Thank you for the comment. You guys don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that very much. Let's see some other news. What do we have? Let's see other news. Got a few more things that I wanted to get to. Let's see here. Of course, we're here every Tuesday and Friday. So if you like what you're watching, if you like what you listen to, join me here every Tuesday this time and every Friday. And I release a video on Friday as well. So I'm live here today with my voice. You get to hear who I am. A cough, sneeze, or whatever. It's me. This is all live. So if you're in the chat, watching in the chat, let me know where you're watching from. Shoot me a comment. Shoot me a hello. Feel free to like the channel. Yes, somebody says, Clay says, don't forget, you only have one life and don't waste it. Right? Yeah, that's a loaded statement there, buddy. You only have one life, don't waste it. Yeah. Boy, I wish they would have told me that in my 20s, right? No, I probably did. I probably got told that in the 20s, but yeah. You guys have any questions? Any comments today? I didn't want to get too far into like the tariff game, but like it's tariffs of sort of where we are. It's pulled everything down on the stock market. I don't know if you guys have seen. I'm sort of like sitting on the sidelines. Like I'm sitting in cash right now, and then I know this doesn't have necessarily anything to do with technology, but it does because I'm an investor of Apple, and Tesla and Google. Kind of afraid of Tesla. Today is the earnings day for Tesla. This is not a trading channel, guys, but I do trade. So, and that's the thing. Like, right? Like, I don't want you guys to think that I'm just like, oh, this is just about Apple computers. Or I have a lot more interest. I have a studio here in the background where I do music. I do production. I edit videos. I'm in the graphics. All of the thumbnails that you see on my page, that's all me. All of the graphics, the editing. I probably could be better. Right? But you just know it's me. So I sort of do. I don't. I'm not sort of like one trick pony. I don't just necessarily do just technology or talk about just tech, or not just in the computers and AI. It's other things, right? So yeah, I don't, I don't, I don't really, yeah, I don't really, not really in the stock market. Well, I am in the stock market, but I'm not just like I'm not. I'm sort of waiting until things settle. All right, let's see. Um, let's see. My nan's friend is really sick, and he has cancer, and every night I just pray for him to get better. Oh man, prayers to you, man, to your friend. I trust me. I mean, I understand. Um, and yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to them. I definitely will keep your friend. What's your friend's name, if you don't mind? I will keep them in my prayers, because cancer is tough. I do not. That's a whole nother story. But not that this will be your case, but yeah, unfortunately, I actually lost both of my parents to cancer. So I'm absolutely you absolutely have my thoughts and prayers on that. Um, but yeah, let's see any other comments, and thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Yeah, lock in with me. Lock in with me. Your grandmother's friend. Okay, okay. I'll keep them in my prayers. Absolutely. Anybody else got any other things you got going on? Uh, Somebody says this is the most normal thing I've seen on live right now. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Normal is what we like to give, but I don't really have anything else to give. There's no lights, there's no like fakeness. This is just me sort of talking. Um, and I feel like we're in a space and a time where people want normal, right? Like everybody's people are tired of being bamboozled or faked out or talked to. Like it's man, yeah. No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's all I got. Who I am is this is it. And we'll be able to talk and chat about a few things, because life is real. Sometimes life be life be lifing. But nevertheless, any other questions, any other comments you guys have? I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you so much once again. I'm here every Tuesday and every Friday, and you can join me here same time. I really didn't feel like going. I honestly, I was like contemplating if I was going to come on today, because I was like, man, I'm sort of just kind of getting over this cold, but yeah, Rupam. Hey, what's going on from India? Rupam. Rupam Tunes. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate you. Thanks for the comment. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate the love from India. I got a few followers from India. Um, and so we're sort of happy to have you guys here. Yes. Happy to have you here. Anybody else got any comments? Anything else that you'd like to talk about? Appreciate the love from India, Australia. I see. Um, yeah. If you if you are in, and we talked about a little bit earlier, we talked about Earth Day, Earth Week. Um Rupam asked what the channel is about. So my channel is I have a lot of reviews on this channel. It's mainly a tech channel. Lately I've kind of dove into the AI space a little bit, even though there's so much to learn about AI. Like there's so many companies, there's so much competition. But yeah, if you go check out my videos, like I mean, subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications and you'll get all my videos. I've got like over 500 videos on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for about 3 to 5 years. And that's the thing with with the evolution of social media. We don't know, in 10 years YouTube might not be around. I mean, I highly doubt it won't be around, but it might not be the source. So I'm just a content creator. Like, the platform is what it is, right? Doesn't really the platform sort of doesn't really it doesn't really matter which platform I'm on. It just happens to be on YouTube. So this is what I use. This is who I am and where I come to deliver my content. And in 5 or 10 years, it may be a different platform. But yeah, this is a tech channel. That was the long that was the long answer. This is a tech tech channel. So I appreciate you for watching. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Um any other comments today? Any other comments? What else? See who else we have here. So, one thing I want to say is I have a guidebook for people who are looking to, if you're looking to buy, purchase, or upgrade your Apple gear. I want to let you know, and if you're new to Mac, this guide pretty much covers everything you need before you buy another MacBook or iPad or not iPad, MacBook or iMac. Um, if you're a tech lover, if you're a digital creative, this guidebook's going to help you to sort of sort out what you'll need in terms of the specs for Mac. So I really kind of break down the specs for Macs depending on you know what you're looking for, right? Right. So I want you to check out that video or check out that guide. The guide is going to be in the description of this video. You can get that today, and I appreciate all you guys' support. And thank you so much for joining me today. With that being said, you guys have a good week. I will see you guys on Friday, same time, same place, and we'll see you later. All right.